Hello and welcome to another update video about VeChain. The VeChain chart hasn't really moved much in the last few days. VeChain could still be in a leading diagonal, but to be honest, if it is, then it's really only like halfway complete. It's one of the coins that's really lagging behind many of the other ones. So yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not very convinced about the structure here. It's really, really weak. It hasn't really made much progress in the last few weeks, whereas other coins definitely have. So it's one of the weaker ones at the moment, but I'm still tracking here a diagonal pattern that could be in a bullish as well as in a bearish scenario. So for example, if we talk about the bullish one, then we say that a lasting low has been established here around the 10th of June. This was a wave 1, this was a wave 2, then here A, B, C in wave 3, then we get a wave 4 and a wave 5. And this is a 5-wave move that could complete a wave 1 in white in a leading diagonal. And then after we've got these 5 waves, at least then we can work with it and calculate a support area for a wave 2 pullback, which would be the corrective pullback that is correcting this 5-wave move up. But really, to have a first understanding and confirmation that an uptrend has started, we need to see those 5 waves. That's part of the Elliott wave method. It tells us the most simple way of what a trend is, which is 5 waves up. That's not only Elliott wave, that is common sense. 5 waves up is the most simple form of a trend, because then you have 3 waves down, which you can't reduce that any further. Okay, it's 5 and 3. In addition, that is also a Fibonacci relationship, which you find everywhere in nature. That's the most simple form of a trend. So that is what we need to see. And then we get 3 waves down in a wave 2. Well, ideally we get it. If not, then continue with the bear market. But at least we can formulate a support area that we can track, where we have clear parameters for risk management. Okay. Now, this 5-wave move could also be an ending diagonal. In a bearish scenario, a 5-wave move finished here on the around about the end of December. Okay, not sure which exact date it is, doesn't matter now. But this was wave 1 down, which is bearish, because we have 5 waves down. Okay, you can interpret that in different ways, but that's certainly one way of how you can interpret that. And then this was an A wave of the wave 2 correction to the upside, an overshooting B wave to the downside. And now we get 5 waves up in the C wave. C waves are always 5-wave moves. So in this case, it would be an ending diagonal, same wave count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means until we have these 5 waves, both of these bullish and bearish counts are mirror counts, and we will not know what is going on until we get the first retracement after these 5 waves up. So that's something that is going to be very important going forward. It will probably take a few weeks for this to play out anyway. If we're really only halfway through, if you consider we started that diagonal in June. I mean, it's quite a long time, right? So we'll see if we're only really halfway through. But then a C wave can be fast if it's really an impulse. We also talked about this B wave potentially, which might have bottomed here. It reacted certainly to our support area. I've got the Bitfinex chart. At some point I might move to another exchange because it looks slightly different than other exchanges. But also here we had a reaction here. Okay, so quite fast response. It would have been the same support area. I think it would have been drawn that way. Yeah, it also reacted here. Okay, so it's the same thing. It's just a little bit less volume, I guess, on Bitfinex. So I will have to probably change the exchange. I'm not sure why I actually use Bitfinex. I think it's historical reasons. At some point, I want to have all of them converted to Binance or Coinbase, at least one of the higher volume exchanges. Not much more to add, I think. I mean, the key to understand, you need to understand, until we have 5 waves up, this pattern is very fragile. So it's not a must to get 5 waves, but you need to understand that we need 5 waves in order to take a bullish perspective. Okay, so at the moment we're simply tracking the waves. I can give you some pullback zones, if you want to trade these, but they're not very reliable until we have the first 5 waves up. This one did hold, but it's not sustained really above it. I mean, we really need to see more clear signs that wave C has started. At the moment, I think there's still a risk that the price comes back into the support area, but as long as the 1.61 cent level is holding, the uptrend is still unfolding. Yeah, also down there we have structural support, so we could avoid making a lower low if we hold the 1.61 cent level. That's my update about VeChain. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.